All this money make me sing Mariah Carey. I'm the one, no second guessing. Have your bread before you step in. Bring your Nikes if you checkin', but ain't no checking me. Respectfully, I'm in the mall with my.
Good morning, babe. Welcome back, Goddess Gang, to another banger. Before we get started, tell a friend, subscribe to your girl. We a fab over here. We a fab over here. Fab over here. Fab over here. Fab over here. What's up, Goddess Gang? Gang. Goddess Gang. Welcome back to your girl. If this is your first time watching, welcome to the vlog. Make sure you like, comment, hit that notification bell. Bell my notification. When I post love to anything on this channel. Anything on this channel, y'all. I'm talking too fast in my bed. What else I gotta say? Y'all gotta get a comments, any vlogs, challenges, story time. More y'all wanna see, leave them down below as well. If you are new, I am unique. Scratch that. Unique. Okay? Period. So, yo, I'm gonna tell y'all a little story this morning. So, y'all, this story time. Story time. It's story time. How I almost lost my life, yo. I almost lost my life. So let me get started. Okay, y'all, this happened back probably in August or whatever. I wasn't like feeling like myself, and I wasn't feeling like myself. My body started to change. I was starting to sleep more. I couldn't eat my regular food, but I did come on my menstrual. So the end of August or whatever, and I say the next day after I had came off my menstrual, cause in August my period comes and goes. Okay, so like in August, I guess my menstrual was at the end of the month. So and you know it lingered over to September. So September 7th, I thought that I had peed on a stick just cause, well, and I had found out I was pregnant. Girl, let me tell y'all, I took 10 pregnancies. Girl, do you hear me? Like, the first one, I had bought it off Amazon because I was gonna do a prank or whatever, to do a prank. So I thought it was like rigged or something. So I goes to my auntie house, goes to my cousin, we go get a pregnancy test. I pee on one, she pee on one, so she pee on her. I be so mad. I listen here, I'm like, your girl was pregnant. Okay, I ain't gonna do I go all into depth about the father. Just no. So I had ended up telling the big father and the person I was currently in a relationship with at the time, and my mama and my dad, you know. I told them or whatever. And I ain't gonna let y'all, I ain't want the baby. I wasn't ready to be a mother, and I'm not gonna say that I regret my baby, because my baby, the baby did start to grow on me. The baby was my blessing, and I did get excited or whatever, but at first I was not ready. I cried and cried and cried, but me crying wasn't gonna change the fact that, yeah, no, that I'm about to be mommy. So I had ended up sending me a pregnancy, not a pregnancy test. Lord, I just couldn't believe it came back positive. So I ended up sending me a doctor's appointment. So she was checking my stomach or whatever, asking me, let's say my mission or whatever, and then gave me my prenatal pills or whatever. But she didn't really do what she needed to do. So the next day I ended up going to the hospital because I was still spotted or whatever. So when I would go to the, when I had went to the hospital, they had checked my blood and stuff like that. And yeah, and then they did the large and stuff like that. And they had told me that the very first time, like, the baby may have been in my tube. So I'm like, alright, so I called my OBGYN. I'm doing appointments with her or whatever. She was telling me, because I was starting to get morning sickness, like I wasn't gonna be able to eat, I threw up, it was certain things I kept down, like I threw up everything. I was starting to grow, so my stomach was starting to form and stuff like that, and my OBGYN didn't tell me that that was a good sign or whatever. So she had ended up setting me another ultrasound of whatever. So this is like, mid-September. So all this is like, you know, passing through 10. I don't know the exact dates, you know, but I say like in the September, they had did me another one or whatever, and no, beginning of October. In September, with me finding out, you know, that I was pregnant. Let me jump back, because maybe I wasn't clear. Let me jump back. So in the mix of me finding out I was pregnant, my grandfather had passed. So it was just like pressure, emotions. It was just like, and it wasn't even my hormones yet, because I had just found out I was pregnant. I didn't know how far along I was. When I went to the hospital the very first time, I was hoping for them to tell me how many, you know, how many weeks I was. But then my granddaddy had passed or whatever, so I had to be there, you know, with my mom and family and, you know, and me, you know. So it was just a lot going on. After I had got my mama, make sure my mama was straight and situated in the family, I had my granddaddy had that September 24th, I believe. I believe it was September 24th. So I had probably like been to I had my doctor's appointment, and the first time I had went to the doctor, right? Now that happened before my grandfather passed. Now my grandfather passed September 24th. I was at work, getting calls, family called me, whatever like that, what the bam. So that had ended up passing. That had ended up happening, and I had ended up contacting my OBGYN, you know, for appointment. So my appointment with her, you know, she was asking me my symptoms or whatever, and I was telling her, and she had ended up, my very first appointment with her, she had ended up telling me that I was growing, and the morning sickness, the you know, you know, stuff like the symptoms I was having was a good sign, you know, that it wasn't like no you know. So from her office, she couldn't tell me whether baby was in my tube or not. The hospital had said the baby might have or might have not been, because the baby wasn't big enough, you know. That's what we was thinking. So from the scan she had, she like, yeah, we gonna schedule you another ultrasound. So she ended up scheduling me an ultrasound probably like a week and a half later. A date, September 9th, she had scheduled me another ultrasound. Because then she had said, now we got to find out. Though that's a good sign. You have no symptoms. Now we got to find out if the baby is in your tube or not. So I'm like, all right. So she has, my granddaddy funeral was September 10th, guys. She had ended up scheduling me appointment for September 9th. Now, the symptoms I was having was good symptoms, and I was having severe pain from my hoo-ha all the way to my back end. Like, severe pain. Like it was pain. I'm talking about pain. Sometimes I couldn't walk. I couldn't move. I couldn't use it. Like, and I told her about that, and she told me, this is at the appointment I told her about that, because I was having that type of pain. Sometimes I had to pull over, stop driving, you know. It was just too much. So she had told me that pain was probably from my organs moving around for the, you know, she like, we gotta find out if they baby too. So then, you know, the pain was just getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. So I had ended up waiting to the doctor's appointment. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I had told her whatever. So we did the little ultrasound, y'all. If you know, you know. You don't need to go into detail. If you know, you know. If you girl, you know, you know. If you, I mean, I don't think you want to know. So she had called me. She like, baby, your baby is in your right tube. I'm like, okay, so what that supposed to mean? She like, I can't get it out your tube. I can't get it to go back in your organs. You gonna have to have surgery. So I'm like, okay. So she like, I'm gonna admit you in the hospital. So I'm just sitting there crying and crying and crying and crying and crying. I ain't know what to do. I'm crying. I'm like, what did I do? When did I not eat? When did I not take my medicine? So I'm thinking, it's like, dang, it's me. I can't, you know, what did I do? Like, so I had told her about my grandfather, and she was telling me, like, okay, honey, you can discharge yourself, but you need to come back and you need to have that surgery, because the longer you wait, you can die or whatever. She was telling me, like, you're going to have blood flowing through your stomach, and you're going to be passing out, and you're going to get real hot and stuff like that. She was telling me basically the symptoms. I'm like, okay, but I only get to see my granddaddy once. They about to cremate him. I ain't gonna be able to go to his grave. So she like, okay, that's understandable. Now come back tomorrow about 12, 1 o'clock. All right. I wake up in the morning, y'all. I think I tried to get up out the bed. I'm like, I couldn't move. I had to lay there. So I'm walking. I know how y'all be trying to walk, so I'm trying to make it to the bathroom. I'm in the shower. I ain't caring, y'all. Try to use the bathroom, like, So everybody getting dressed. I'm not getting dressed. So I laid in the bed, put the fan in front of me. Now, what I did when I was going through that pain, I put a fan in front of me, get a hot towel, put on my stomach, lay on the side that I always lay on my left side. I don't know what it was, but I couldn't lay on my right side because my baby was in my right tube. So I always laid on my left side, and I put a fan in front of me. I had water, apple juice, stay hydrated. I ate, tried to. If I threw it up, oh well. I kept a bucket on the side of me. Throw up, towels. I had a good support system. I had a great support system. The morning of the funeral, I laid in my sister's bed. Everybody getting dressed. I'm laying. I'm asleep. I was supposed to drive my car, you know, and then you know how it be, everybody driving another person's car because these people getting in the limos and stuff like that. So I'm like, Ma, I can't drive. She like, you can't drive? So she called my cousin. You know, I'm keep seeing, like, I had a great support system, y'all. Like, mama, my ex-girlfriend was there. So it's like, a great support system. I was good. So she got me dressed, washed me up, put my clothes on, make sure I got there. I'm in the funeral, I'm good. I get my obituary, so I'm looking at the slideshow. I'm like, the casket was already closed. I didn't get to see him still, but you know, it was worth a shot. After a while, it just started getting hot in there. I had these two aunties sat behind me. It got real hot. I took my shoes off. I'm like, hold on. Asked my cousin, like, go get me a bottle of water. She like, okay. She come back like, cuz ain't no bottles of water. I get the feeling hot. I go on the couch. I run out the funeral. Go lay on the couch. Boom. When I laid on the couch, it was over with, y'all. I had no control over myself. I was too hot. I couldn't walk. I just was crying on my mama. I didn't want to let my mama go. All this is happening at my granddaddy's funeral. So my mama fiance, he had ended up, I tried to walk, y'all, to the car. Boom. Let go, because I couldn't walk. So he take me to the car, get to the hospital. I was in the hospital for an hour and 30 minutes waiting. I walk in the hospital. Well, I'm in a wheelchair, so I'm in the hospital. I tell the lady, like, I'm supposed to have surgery. Doctor was such today. This is what's wrong with me. I need some water. I need to lay down. She like, baby, we can't give you no water. I give you you in a wheelchair, you'll be fine. So I get some water, lay on the chairs. Got this paper fanning me. Got these obituaries fanning me because I'm hot, for one. So they called my name an hour and a half later. People that I was there before got in there before me. I was so upset, y'all. I was so upset. The blood was already in my belly. When I got in the wheelchair, I fell. Boom. I don't know what happened after that. It blacked. Only thing I know is I woke up with IVs in my arm on my way to trauma. So I black out again. I just keep blacking out. I just keep. I hit a lady talking about her belly's full of blood. I get the calling and everybody just scattering like bugs and crying and all type of stuff. I don't know. And then I black out, y'all. And then I just couldn't open my eyes, y'all. I don't know what it was. I couldn't open my eyes. Then I just seen the light. And I'm like, I can't go to it, y'all. I'm like, I can't go to that light. So I just opened my eyes. My mama best friend now, she called my daddy. She used my hand because I couldn't do nothing, y'all. So I went black out. Y'all, I came back in. My OBGYN right there. I'm like, get this baby up out of me, y'all. The baby had busted my tube, y'all. I was about to die on that table. I went through surgery. Surgery was a success. It took me an hour to recover. By the next morning, I had surgery about 4. I was in recovery. I was in my room about 5, 6 o'clock. So I couldn't eat nothing. I was intubated. I was eating ice chips. I couldn't drink no water, but I can eat ice chips. So you know, that's coming in and out, checking on me, I had a little bag I was using it through, urinating through. I had about 5, 6 o'clock that morning, they came and got me up out bed. So I was sitting in the chair. I still couldn't eat. I say by later on that day, I was using the restroom. I was still, you know, in pain with the, you know, walking situation because, you know, my legs, they had some things on my legs. So I wouldn't get blood clots because I was laying down so long. About 5, 6 o'clock that morning, they came and got me up out bed. So I was sitting in the chair. I still couldn't eat. I say by later on that day, I was using the restroom. I was still, you know, in pain with the, you know, walking situation because, you know, my legs, they had some things on my legs. So I wouldn't get blood clots because I was laying down so long. And I say about the next day, I was eating regular. They made me eat at the breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So they had me walk about 4 or 5 times a day. So the more I walked, the more my legs was, I was better. My incision was real good. I'm still going through the healing process. My incision healed real good. I just thank God for that in my support system and everybody that was there for me. Cause I did have a lot of support system. I didn't like depression. I had people there for me that loved me, and it was just great to have them. But y'all, I thank God like for another life, cause I almost died. Okay, your girl almost died. I don't know what else to say. I still yarn for my baby. I do have a ultrasound that I took in my phone of my baby, so I did print that out. I do have a name for my baby. I don't know the gender, but I feel as if my granddaddy came through my dream and told me the gender. So I'm gonna go with that. I do yarn for my baby. I still do think, because I'll still be pregnant right now as we speak, y'all. But God had bigger, better things for me. So yeah, y'all, that was crazy. So that's the end of the story, y'all. I'm here today, incision healing day by day. I'm looking better, getting better. Any questions, y'all can comment down in the comments, or y'all can add in. Follow my media. Would it be in the description? Tell a friend, subscribe to your girl. And any more story times, any comments, anything y'all want to see, leave it down in the comments below. Run this like button up, Run it up. And till we further ado, to the next banger. Peace.
I'm in the mall with my woody woo. Fresh as hell, like I'm ready for a